What's going on, y'all? This your boy Tony Black, voice of the block. And right now, you tuned in to Ghetto Gossip, man. And today we're gonna be talking about Jay-Z and Pusha T. You know, Jay-Z and Pusha T been doing some things, bro. He got caught up in some shit. And Jay-Z been doing his thing, bro. Back in 1996, how he was hooked up on these girls that was way younger than him. Psst, no. And one thing about it, y'all be like, oh, y'all love to tear a black man down. Y'all like to talk about a black man. But allegedly, the black men be doing the craziest shit. So we going to talk about it until they come out and say, hey, it ain't true or it is true. Because Jay-Z ain't tried to sue nobody about the allegations that's been accused against him. You get what I'm saying? Like, they've been doing the wild thing with the wrong young ones. You get what I'm saying? Like, they should have been dealing with grown women. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Like, I heard Jay-Z ain't never had a adult relationship. You know, he ain't never had a grown woman by his side. And Pusha T was the handler. You know, Pusha T was helping out. Pusha T was a big help, you know, to the whole thing. And Pusha T probably been doing more shit than we know about. Now I'm starting to wonder, why did Pusha T brother run to the Lord? You know, because a lot of times when you do some fucked up shit, that's what we do, right? We go and run to the Lord. Like, you know, when a nigga catch a body, he go and run to the Lord, or he go and pray. Like, if a bitch did some fucked up shit, she gonna go to the Lord and pray. That's the same thing what I'm feeling happen with, you know, this guy brother, you know, because ain't no way in hell Pusha T brother gonna just be a rapper, successful, making money, you know, doing shows, you know, allegedly probably fucking older hoes, you know, and disappear from the scene. And speaking of fucking older hoes, Jay-Z had then came out with that song, and we all thought that it was just a song, a fun song, you know. We was all jamming to that shit when we was little. Y'all know what song I'm talking about? That song, I like girls, 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 I do adore. You know how we would have said it. Like, I like hoes, or I like bitches, or I like thoughts, or I like sluts. Like, that's how we would have said it. So we ain't think about them lyrics back then. But now, man, that we thinking about the shit, bro, it's fucked up that Jay-Z probably been self-snitching on himself, bro. And Nicki Minaj, they say Nicki Minaj know a lot, you know. They say that Nicki Minaj know a whole lot of shit that Jay-Z been doing. So if that's true, Nicki Minaj, she really a part of that shit, you know? Because not what I'm saying, but what the internet saying, man, her husband, the type of nigga that he was, and she knew what Jay-Z had going on. So is she scared now and trying to tuck her tail? You know what I'm saying? The things that they've been doing to these kids, bro, these young girls, bro, it's uncalled for, bro. And we need justice for all of these victims, you know, rather they did something or didn't do nothing, you know, because I heard that Jay-Z is just like P. Diddy, but this case is going to be worse. You know what I'm saying? But I heard that he just like Diddy. And by him being just like Diddy, they saying that this is what the internet and everybody else saying, that Jay-Z and Beyonce been dating or been knowing each other, you know, ever since she was about 16. And then they skipped 17 and said that she was dating when she turned like 18 or some shit like that. What happened to when she was 17? Did they stop talking? You know what I'm saying? So why did they skip that? You know, Jay-Z been a dirty man. And the reason I say that Jay-Z, they say that Jay-Z is like worse than Diddy is because why the hell Beyonce ain't came out and said nothing? You know, Beyonce used to have good music, but her shit is trash now. You know, Beyonce look like she's stressing. You know, she going through a lot. You know, when they said what was going on with Diddy, you know they brought up Jay-Z name. You know I should have been made a video about it, but you know a nigga don't like getting sued. But you know Jay-Z ain't sued nobody, and we talking about nobody. We talking about everybody who said something about motherfucking Diddy and Jay-Z never got sued, bro. Never. That I can think of, you know? I could be wrong, but y'all gotta let me know in the comment section, bro. Like, We just want to know the truth, bro. That's all we want to know. We ain't sitting here trying to tear y'all down because that's y'all name getting caught up in this shit. That's not our name. We ain't got nothing to do with that. Everybody involved, bro, need to go down. And Pusha T, you ain't off the hook because you should have been spoke out or you shouldn't have never been there at them parties thinking that it was all good and gravy, thinking that you just having a fucking good time and you know what was going on, bro. You should have disconnected yourself at that point in time. Now, we in this time where we got the internet, we got social media, and things is getting around, bro. You know what I'm saying? If y'all agree with what I'm saying, bro, y'all let me know in the comment section. But Jay-Z is a dirty man, and if Jay-Z did any of this shit that people is sitting around here accusing him of, you know, because it can't be accusing him because look who he's with, you know. Why the hell would you be hooked up on a chick like this? You know, that's that age and you that age. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't make no sense, right? Look real suspect to me, Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? And then you got Damon Dash talking about the situation, bro. Let me let y'all check out the video.
Age was Foxy Brown signed.
I wasn't paying attention to Foxy Brown.
But that's
I didn't sign Foxy Brown.
I know you. I'm just asking a question.
I'm on the block. I'm responsible for everybody.
You the boss.
Yo, don't beat around the bush. Say what you want.
I'm just asking.
What do you mean by that question?
I was just asking.
What are you insinuating?
I'm not insinuating. I just asked the question. I thought Foxy was like 16. That's all I'm saying.
It sounds like
all I'm saying is in this industry when we live in these glass houses.
It seems like you got a question for Jay. Ask him. Y'all keep asking me questions. Y'all want to ask him because he ain't here. Ask him. I ain't got shit to do with that, and I don't even know nothing about that. You playing? You my man. I know not with me. When you say that Foxy was 16 when she got signed, why did you say that just now?
When I first was introduced to who Foxy was, I thought there was something between Foxy and Jay.
Oh, you gotta ask Jay. But that's the question you're trying to ask me.
So yeah, y'all heard what he said. Y'all must be talking about Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? So Jay-Z, man, come out and speak for yourself, bro. Cause you a man. You know what I'm saying? And then you supposed to have this son that you ain't even around here claiming. We know that you been getting off, dog. We know that you've been doing your dirty ass secrets. You're a dirty ass man. You know, allegedly, if this shit true. But 2,000 videos and 3 million pages, ain't no way around that. It ain't. That's too much shit. You know, and it can be not just, you know, the ones that we know about, but it could be a whole lot of other people too. Back then, this rap music, we thought it was just all good and gravy, but these guys was fucking predators back then. These music stars, these singers, these guys was fucking celebrities. I mean, they was predators, bro. They was nasty as hell. And nowadays, fast forward, allegedly, now these guys is steppers. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just crazy, man, how the cycle did really change and hip hop real deal change, man, from way back then in the 70s, bro. And I wasn't even, you know, here, you know, living alive back then in the 70s, man. But we got to talk about this situation about Nicki Minaj, man. Because Nicki Minaj, why did you try to go get so close to Donald Trump? Now that Jay-Z is getting exposed and you coming out saying that you knew everything and allegedly seemed like you not trying to get deported, why you ain't speaking out against the nigga that you land with? Why is you land with this nigga? Look, I don't really give a fuck about nothing. Why is you land with this nigga and he got the same allegations as motherfucking Jay-Z and you putting Jay-Z business out? You ain't real for that at all. You flaw for that. Now, how I see it now, you know, Cardi B, she's above you. You know, Cardi B, she doing her thing. She got a man, you know, even though he got allegations on his name, but that nigga about to get him a ring. And I told y'all that Cardi B and Stephon Diggs is gonna get married. Y'all better mark my word, bro. I don't just be getting on this bitch, you know what I'm saying, hating on nobody. I just get on this bitch and just talk what I talk, bro. And if y'all fuck with it, y'all fuck with it. And if you don't fuck with it, I can't help, you know what I'm saying, how you feel. Because this shit here is a big problem. We done seen it over. We done seen it over and over and over with like some of your most celebrity people. Some of your best celebrities. R. Kelly. Shannon Sharp. Look how they tried Shannon Sharp. You know what I'm saying? It was allegedly allegations because Shannon Sharp's still out. You know, Shannon Sharp ain't get locked up, and Shannon Sharp was still showing his face and doing his goddamn thing every motherfucking day. Shannon Sharp ain't quit, you know. And it don't matter if we sitting on, you know what I'm saying, on live or whatever, and we have a heated moment where we yell at somebody, because everybody done yelled at somebody. Everybody done raised their voice at somebody before. So, you know, but it's the things that, you know, that how it play out, you know. Jay-Z done made these songs, and we thought that Jay-Z was just a cool ass nigga. But lately when I've been hearing Jay-Z talk, I say, man, this nigga sound like P. Diddy. You know, this nigga sound like Puff Daddy. You know what I'm saying? I say this nigga spit game. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z real deal be spitting motherfucking game, bro. He'll talk your ass to death, just like motherfucking Diddy will, man. If I'm lying, y'all let me know in the comment section, bro, because I don't get on this bitch to lie. I get on this bitch to preach the truth, because that's what I do, you know? I ain't gonna get on here and make no fool of myself at all. I'm gonna get on here. If I don't know the facts, I'm gonna get on this bitch and talk that bitch the street way, how I know how to talk it. So if you gonna understand how I'm saying it, then you gonna understand how I'm saying it. If you ain't gonna understand how I'm saying it, then hey, this shit here ain't for you. If y'all want me to go live tonight, man, y'all gotta let me know in the comment section, man. And y'all gotta make sure that y'all get the likes up, man. I need at least 50 likes on this video. Y'all make sure y'all give your boy at least 50 likes. You know what I'm saying? We got to feel sorry for these people like Beyoncé, you know, the Foxy Browns, you know. And then somebody had told me something about Aaliyah. You know, somebody had told me, I was on the phone with somebody and they say, oh, they had to get rid of Aaliyah. That's why they got rid of Aaliyah. You know, allegedly, R. Kelly had Aaliyah, and allegedly, who was we talking about? Jay-Z. And allegedly Jay-Z had Aaliyah. So, you know, it's just crazy, man. This world has been crazy, and these guys that's been doing this shit, and I believe that it's plenty of more guys that's been doing this, y'all. You know, what I'm trying to tell y'all though is, I heard they had to get rid of Aaliyah. I had a phone call that came through, so you know I had to stop the video. But no, they had to get rid of Aaliyah. That's what I heard when I was on the phone with somebody. So she wouldn't say nothing, because they probably knew the type of chick that Aaliyah was. You know, Aaliyah probably didn't know what was going on, and Aaliyah probably was brainwashed by these celebrity rich guys that she was around, and she ain't never been around them before. You know? Y'all let me know if I'm tripping in the comment section. And y'all let me know if y'all rocking with that type of music that these guys were still dropping back then, man. What y'all think about that shit? Now, how do y'all feel about it? Do y'all rather listen to the music that they was dropping back then? Or do y'all rather listen to the music that they're dropping now? Y'all let me know in the comment section, man. Jay-Z, you probably been a nasty, dirty motherfucker before 1996, nigga. When you was 5, you probably liked the little babies, nigga. Like, straight up. I'm just letting you know. Look, I don't be getting on this bitch to try to be nice. No. Jay-Z, you nasty. And Beyonce, you need to speak up. Even if that's your husband, bro, fuck that nigga. Because if he did it to you, man, you got to think about it. Y'all got a little daughter together, supposed to be, allegedly. You know, y'all probably got a daughter together. So why the fuck is you letting this dude get around and do this type of shit, man? Like, for real. You know? Man, this your boy TONYBLACK, voice of the block. If y'all fucked with anything that I said, y'all let me know in the comment section. If y'all ain't rock with nothing I say if y'all ain't rock with nothing that I say, y'all let me know in the comment section, man. I'm out. Peace.